What going on, y'all? It's your boy O, as in O on Dead Ass. And we here with another video, man. Need y'all to like, comment, subscribe. It's gonna be a good one. Let's get into it. This video was inspired by Hot Tone's Instagram post. Now I'm a little late. It's been a few days since this post been out, but I keep getting engagement on it, so I'm finna tap in, right? Now for some time, right, y'all. Really, it's been like this about 5-6 years now. People has been calling me a bot, a troll, everything you can imagine, all because I don't have a popular opinion with everyone. And I feel like that's fair. Like, that's my free will, that's my free right, especially when it doesn't make any sense. I've never been the type of guy to go keep going right when everybody go right. I'm gonna go left to see what's going on. So let's tap into this post in specific, right? And shout out to Hot Tones again, man. But me analyzing the Hot Tones page, they dick ride Gunna a lot. A lot, man. They look for down moments, and Lil Baby and Thug, and they just be really dick riding Gunna. And it's crazy because they be in Baby likes, in the comments, acting like they're, true supporters and don't really have an agenda, but maybe they're on payroll, money talks. But from what I've seen, right, they dick ride Gunna a lot. So let's get to the caption. Now, I don't know if y'all remember when Real Shit dropped by Lil Baby. It could dropped a couple weeks ago. It's a cool song. It's better than the last few songs he dropped has been better than what he's been dropping in the last couple years. I think Baby has really lost his passion for music. He lost the people that was helping him write music. So to me, you just got to get back into it. Being an artist, me know how that goes. You just got to get back into it, get back into that pocket. And he might not even be able to revisit those prime moments that everybody's looking for. But let's get back to it too, because to me, he ain't really been dropping bad music, but he could do better. Remember, y'all, I'm a little late, but I feel like it's still a fresh topic because people still responding to me, right? So the caption: Lil Baby is trending after fans notice his new song did just 33,000 streams first day on Spotify, right? Cool. Now, mind you guys, Lil Baby has not been trying to switch it up as far as he normally does, with the commercial music. He's strictly been on some dope boy, we releasing this for the streets type music. This song that will probably be on his new project, The Leaks, is basically like some street shit. Like, this leak music, this ain't for the industry. So with that being said, when you make music for that type of audience, we already know where that's going. Primarily the black community. Is dedicated towards primarily the black community. I don't care how you try to shape it, how you try to size it. Most black people listen to that type of music. Period. Point blank. They're the most supporters, right? With that being said, me being a black man, me knowing black people my whole life, out of every 10 black people, maybe 3 has Spotify, right? And that, to me, that's what ruffled a lot of feathers. It ruffled a lot of feathers because people are trying to make it seem like I'm trying to make it a black thing, right? But let's be honest, guys. Even if you do have Spotify, you personally, right? Think about all the people you can go ask, maybe out of 10 people. It may be at a high, maybe 50%. Maybe 50% of those same black people uses Spotify. But I promise you this, they're not using Spotify before YouTube. I promise you that. Look at all the audiences look at all the artists that caters to that audience, that street audience. Their views, their numbers be high as hell on YouTube. Spotify, I promise you their Spotify numbers are going to be low. That's just common sense. Like, if you know, you know. If you know, you know, y'all. So, me, being an outspoken soul I am, I said we don't use Spotify. Now, when I said we, I was referring to the black audience. But I had to remember, it's not just black people that follow this page, so I got some engagement. People saying we do. Spotify is used more than Apple Music. Check the numbers. You don't use Spotify, but everyone else does. So I say we're talking about black people, right? And shout out to Nonchalant J02. You got to be the smartest dummy I know, man. So let's get back into it though. Nonchalant J02. He wanted to break it down for me, right? So Apple Music has 90 million listeners. Spotify has 750 million listeners. You also don't speak for black people in the world. We do use Spotify. Everyone does. Okay. My whole point, you guys, YouTube has more black users than Spotify, which is really a fact. Like, if you really know us, we're really not paying for subscriptions over going to go to YouTube and watch this shit for free. That's just how black people are. We like leak music. We don't want to get shit for free. That's the harsh reality. This guy is so pro-black, so too pro-black to a point where he's trying to separate reality, right? So I'm trying to tell him YouTube has more black users than Spotify. Dude is literally telling me, stop trying to make it a black thing. Baby did bad on Spotify, and that's okay. It's not like he turned into a bottom of the list rapper, right? Okay. So now it's like you're basically telling me you don't know what the fuck you talking about without facts. So this is what I'm finna do. I'm finna bring out the facts. From what I've always knew, the black population, Africans, everybody, blacks, everybody mixed, we only make up 15 to 20% of the global population. Globe, right? Now I was a little off with my numbers. This is what it actually was, right? My information, ChatGPT, and also Google. I just didn't pull up my Google facts because it's a lot I edited. But many estimates places that share people worldwide who are black of the African descent, somewhere in the ballpark between 15 and 20% of the global population. One recent estimate study suggests there are about 1.55 billion black people in the world, which could be roughly 18 to 19% of the global population of 8.1 billion. Some sources say the global percentage is between 17 and 20%. All right. The numbers weren't too far off, y'all. Like I said, I always thought it was between 15 and 20. It's looking like it's between 18 point whatever percent, 19%, whatever, right? Now I want to go back to what Buddy said. He said Spotify has 750 million users. I'm black, and us blacks make up 18% of the global population. Black people make up 18% of the global population. The globe, y'all. 18% of 750 million is 135 million. Okay. Those are the stats. These are facts now, y'all. These are facts, guys. These are not made up. I didn't just pull this out of my hat. This is the internet. It's free. You literally can go look this shit up. I even had the good old chat to pull up some data for me, just in case you guys are visual learners and have a hard time listening. According to YouTube recent survey in 2025, YouTube reaches 63% of black adults, not even including the kids. 84% says that they use YouTube. The survey also notes within the race ethnicity group, YouTube's use among black adults is high and higher than average. One source summarizing U.S. social media by race reports 88% of YouTube is used amongst black respondents. These are the facts, guys. These are the facts. This is from data, whatever, however you pronounce it, that has been collected within the last 360 or whatever 300 days. 350, whatever. Now, again, shout out to Nonchalant J02, because if it wasn't for you being so slow, man, I wouldn't have this content. Dude said, this nigga steady saying black people don't use Spotify. Nigga. If it's 750 million users on Spotify, at least half of those 750 million people are black. Bro, The video did 640K, which was on YouTube, guys, because I did bring it up. Not the song. He never put an audio up. Nobody's going to keep going to YouTube and listening to. Okay. He said nobody is going to keep going to Spotify. Oh, excuse me. Nobody's going to keep going to YouTube to listen to it when they have Apple Music and Spotify. Now, it's crazy he said that because I actually looked that up too, right? What the takeaway we got is YouTube is the usage is significantly higher amongst the U.S. black adults than Spotify based on surveys. Spotify's 45% figure is an ad estimate reach, meaning the platform could reach that share of black Americans. Not that 45% are active users. So basically, it's black people out here with Spotify accounts that don't even use Spotify. They just on the data because they've had a plan. Why is it like that? Maybe they use Spotify, said I can't rock with it, they don't have it, cancel their plan. But their data is still on the app. It's still with the company, right? Bullet number 3. There's no public data for Spotify usage by the race globally, which is kept. I found that too. We're going to get into that. Let's go to number 4. Streaming versus video difference for the blacks, the black community. Black adults consume a lot of audio, streaming, radio, podcasts, but YouTube is easier to survey. YouTube is easier to survey and shows a clear adoption by race. Basically saying we dominate YouTube. It's obvious we on this motherfucker. Over what we know for right now. 18% of us make up the global population. If you're black, African American, whatever, we make up 18% of the population. Out of those 750 million Spotify users that bro kept bringing up, if we make up 18% of the population, that's 135 million. So that goes down to 135 million black users on the globe right now that possibly may be using Spotify, right? So, like I said, bullet 3 was cap. I'm actually finna pull up what the numbers really say for the black people that uses YouTube versus Spotify. Now, mind y'all, Buddy told me out of the 750 million, at least 50% of those users are black. Crazy, right? This is what we know off rip. The global population, 7.5 billion. This is on the globe, approximately. This is what they saying. The black population of the global population, 18%, which is 1.35 billion. Spotify users amongst the black population, they're assuming it's 10%. I really think it's a little lower than that. That's 135 million, right? That's not half of 750 million users. Data on Spotify says it can reach up to 45%, of the black race, which is not even a guarantee. They are going with 30%. I'll give you a little leeway and say 40, 35. It'll still be a major gap between half of 750. The total black population is 1.35 billion. Out of those 1.35 billion, a rough estimate of 135 million black Spotify users versus YouTube users that are black, 405 million. That is a major difference. They also put the other races on here, and it clearly shows who primarily dominates Spotify users. It's definitely a lot of black people. Again, shout out to dude. If it wasn't for your lack of information, I wouldn't have had a video. Yeah, man, tune into my next video on how Lil Uzi has never did a stadium tour. And people don't know the difference between that either. Again, I'm O, as in O, I'm dead ass, and I'm gone.